Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session. What we are looking at this morning is emotion versus God's voice. How do you know it's not just your feelings? How do you know it's not just your imagination? Emotions can be real, but sometimes they are not reliable. In fact, often they are not reliable. God's voice, on the other hand, will always align with the truth, and it doesn't change from time to time. It's not about how you feel. Emotions can change, but God's voice remains the same and consistent over time. Let's see what the scripture is saying in Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7. For as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Your feelings may shift from time to time, but God's voice stays the same, remains the same over time. Your mind can actually deceive you. Have that clearly. Your mind can be deceiving. You can be feeling something, but that is absolutely out of it. Again, we look at Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. So what you feel that is right may not always be right. In fact, it may not be right at all. Emotions can influence your circumstances, influence your emotion. So, what is going on around you at a particular time might determine what you are thinking. And that is why you need to be careful not to confuse what you are thinking, what is in your emotion, as you're leading from God at any point in time. What you feel may be shaped by what you are going through at the moment. What you feel. Maybe people in a relationship and your partner comes and gives you some stories which your partner even was getting from a different person. And you listen to it, and as emotional beings as we are, that sinks into your head, you assume it to be correct. And over time, you start regurgitating it, you start thinking about what you have heard, what your partner has told you. And the next hour, you are beginning to form an opinion about that person that you have just been told about. And where one is not careful, you begin to think that God is ministering something to you about so and so person, whereas it is just what you heard that is playing with you. Let's see the book of Numbers, chapter 23, verse 19. God is not human that he should lie, not a human being that he should change his mind. God doesn't change his mind. He doesn't change his word. His words are consistent from time to time. It remains the same. So if God has actually ministered something to you, one, it's going to align with the scripture. Two, over time, it will remain the same. The goalpost doesn't change. It doesn't move from one place to the other. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 21 tells us to test everything and hold to that which is good. So, don't depend on how you feel, but always run the tests. Always test. Whatever way you feel, whatever thing you think God has ministered to you, test it. And that is the only way you can be able to differentiate between your emotions on that particular issue and God actually ministering something to you in that respect. Before you act on what you feel, I want you to ask yourself the following questions. Does this align with the scripture? Would I still believe this if I don't feel this way? Does this bring peace or confusion? Does this reflect God's character? Is there wise confirmation? So, feelings are not the enemy. It's not that I shouldn't have feelings. It's not that I shouldn't be an emotional person. But again, they're not the final authority. The scripture should be your final authority at all times. Thank you, and see you again. Follow us for more clarity.